Jacqueline Elizabeth, but you can call me Jackie, and welcome back to another writing vlog. And I have some very, very, very exciting news. Before I actually jump into the little update that I was going to film in probably 20 minutes, I've got a package, and it is the proof of my second book, The End of Stars. So we're gonna open it, and we're gonna look at her for the first time. Oh my. Sorry, I'm just in shock. Oh my god, okay. She's okay. Let's do that. Okay, oh my god. Okay, so this book is here. Oh my god, it looks gorgeous. We can do little sneak peeks. We've got little handwritten bits. I love how they turned out. I'm gonna, of course, have to go through all of this in a little. Oh. Oh my god, it's beautiful. I'm oh, the text. Okay. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Oh my god. Okay, so my update is outlining is going really well, and I'm going to really want to sit down and dive into the whole tarot spreads that I've done. I'm kind of transcribing everything right now. I'll do that later. Oh my god. This is the most exciting thing ever. Oh my god. Okay. I'm gonna go. Okay, hi. So it is now Thursday the 19th. I think I was meant to update you on Tuesday. Definitely yesterday. And I didn't. I just got really, 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 really sucked into this outlining process, I guess, if we're gonna call it that. I clearly have made some notes, but I figured maybe what I could do is we could go through kind of the different spreads that I'm using, kind of how I'm using them, because I have the book, my notes, and just maybe talk a little bit about how how I'm using this to build my outline, because I don't know, I'm having fun with it. I feel like the way that I'm doing this is I have general ideas of backstory, plot, the startings of it are forming, and I feel like through doing this, it's guiding me in a sense, and I'm starting to tease out what this story is actually going to turn into. So the first spread that I did was a simple, and I will apologize really quickly. One of the lights in this room, it's at the end of its life, and something that it's been doing now all day, which has been very frustrating, is it goes off and it comes back on, and then it goes off again, and it'll probably come back on in 5 minutes. We shall see. But I started with some spreads for character motivation. First spread I started with was this goal, motivation, and conflict spread, just to kind of start thinking about, what is driving my characters. I have the basic plot and I have a bit of backstory and kind of how that's going to get them. So like what is like, you know, the goal, the motivation, the conflict, that especially at the start. And now a lot of this can change. I'm very much open to it changing. This is kind of, for me, just a jumping off point. And I did 2 of these, one for each of the 2 characters. So I'm doing this romance novel is going to be dual POV. It's the first dual POV that I'm really writing. So that's going to be really fun and exciting. But yeah, so it's dual POV. And so I did that twice for each character. And it's interesting. I found as I was going through like what the different cards that I pulled mean and like writing that all down and the meaning and whatever, it really seems like the cards I was pulling was lining up with what I've been starting to tease out about these characters. And then after that, the next spread I did was a similar spread, but a bit more in depth. Is the character cross spread, which looked like that. I also did 2 of those, and I'll just review what this spread is. It says that the character cross spread deals with your character's motivations and goals. It gives a general reading for a character in the present, either at the beginning of your story or at a point in the story where the character's goals and or motivation change. And as I'm right now working through the start of the story, I did this for each of the characters to start to get a grasp on who they are at the start of the book. And this book also then it'll have like an example and analysis of that, which I have found to be very helpful. I also went into the backstory spread for both of them. I found it really lined up for one of my characters. The other one, I think I'm still working out her backstory, and so I think I will be referencing this as I start to create her character, build her character, figure out what she is, who she is, and all that. As I start to figure out, you know, like who she's been up until the point of the start of this book. And then I did skip a couple of other spreads that I felt just weren't necessary for the story I'm telling, to the hero's journey spread, which is a big one. And I did 2 of these. Again, one for each character. Right now in my mind, they're like both protagonists, and they both, you know, have their own stories that are intertwined, and maybe that's wrong, but we'll see for now. So I kind of, you know, went through this book does a 4-act structure, and it's 4 acts and 3 beats each act, and I went through that. And I'm at a point where I think my next step, I'm gonna jump ahead, but my next step is I really love romancing the beat. So I'm gonna actually go through her as well and kind of pull out those beats and then start turning that into like a chapter by chapter outline and just make this as detailed as possible. And this is really the jumping off point for that, if that makes sense, I think. And then I did a simple 4-act spread, you know, 1 card for each of the 4 acts, to just kind of, you know, get an idea of what the acts, I guess, should look like, maybe. This, yeah, so yeah. And then I did 1 last spread, which is the rising action spread. A lot of these last two spreads, I just did 1 of each, and as I was going through like what cards I pulled in, again, the meaning and connotations of those cards, I don't know, I'm still trying to figure out what that means for the story. And I may kind of let that sit and come back to it later. Yeah. There are other spreads. There's the light back. Throughout here that I just didn't find pertain to my story and what I'm creating. But that's kind of an overview of how I'm using this guy with my cute little lemon sticky notes. And I'm going to dive into Romancing the Beat, I think, today. And start teasing out more of the story through that. And then figuring out how I want to pull that into a chapter by chapter outline. Because I have no goal for chapters. I don't know what it's going to turn into. And I'm interested to see what happens. But I'm really feeling really, really excited. Like I said at the start of this clip, I could not pull myself away from it. I'm like, I just was writing pages and pages. I mean, this is just a little bit of it, but when I started working through this, I think I was on page like 20 of this journal. Page 21, and I have gotten to page 57, so that is 36 pages, if that math is correct, in here of going through that, which I feel like is a great start. I'm feeling really good about this, really excited to keep working, so I'm gonna go and keep working because I really want to. Okay, so it is a new day. We've got some fun updates, and maybe a little bit of a plan, at least a plan for this weekend. So it is now Saturday. I think, if I remember correctly, this is the same outfit I was wearing on Thursday. I actually have two of these t-shirts. It is not the same one, but it is the same sweatshirt. But I didn't update you guys yesterday. I didn't do a lot of work. Yesterday was kind of a stressful day. I was just very, very anxious and had a hard time bopping over here to get some work done. I did spend a lot of time sitting at my desk, but I think I had a little bit too much caffeine or something yesterday and was not feeling great. So a lot of work, so no work got done, really. And I'm so sorry, I think I keep hitting the microphone. But what did happen yesterday is I got a really fun package in the mail. So I had ordered some bookmarks and they came, and it's exciting. I've ordered bookmarks on Etsy. I have an entire mug of bookmarks on my bookshelf, I am aware. Most of those have been freebies, and I just wanted some cute bookmarks that make me really, really happy. So I did get this, What the Fuck is Patience, Sabrina Carpenter one. I did get all of these on Etsy. I think this one, I believe, isn't New Year's yet. I believe this one was a freebie. I don't believe I actually ordered this one, but it's so cute. I got a Taylor Swift, I Was Enchanted to Meet You, and they're the same on both sides. And of course I had to get some Renee Rapp ones, so I got Good Tits Heart, the Snow Angel one. Snow Angel is one of my favorite songs. This ring, I don't know if you can even really, no, I'm not gonna be able to see it, but it does say, it says Angel in the snow on the front, and then on the inside it says Until I'm Worthy from the song. And then the last one I got is the Wedding Song one. And they, I don't know, they're all kind of cute, kind of match what I've got going on with the stickers on my journal. And I don't know, they're just making me happy. I'm gonna pop one of these into the book I'm reading right now. But we're not going to be reading just yet. I do want to get back to outlining. I've been going through the Romancing the Beats. And it was going really, really well, especially at first. But I'm getting to about the midpoint now, is about where I'm at. And I'm getting kind of stuck. I think, with the beats in mind, I think I'm gonna start just kind of either give it a break or just kind of go through the rest of the beats and just kind of give like 1 or 2 sentence, like short little ideas as to what that beat's gonna be. I think I'm having a hard time visualizing it, just going by the beats, because I know there's so much story that happens in between, in a sense of like, you hit all the beats, but you go from one to the next, but like initially, like the first 2 beats are, I'll reference my book, but the first 2 beats are the introducing H1 and H2. This says 2 beats, 1 chapter. I'm going to do it in 2 chapters because it's a dual point of view, but the introduction to each main character, that's their own chapter, and that had more in-depth outlining. But as I've moved on, because I'm not really because this isn't as detailed of an outline, I'm feeling like I'm losing like subplots and the other ideas that I had, and I'm having a hard time figuring out how to bring that in. And I feel like outlining it like this, I feel like things are happening too fast, but also not fast enough. I don't know. It's my first time writing a hate to love, enemies to lovers type romance, and I'm trying to figure out where like that first kiss should come. Like, is the I'm trying to decide if the midpoint is too soon, because the hate is one-sided. You have one character who does she just wants to be friends, and she knows that she's like stepping on the other girl's toes and is kind of in her way. But she's also like, I kind of need the opportunity too. Why can't we just work together? Why are you being such a bitch? And the other character's like, oh, you're kind of taking everything from me in a way. Like, this was supposed to be mine, and now I have to share it, and like, so I'm trying to decide if the midpoint is too soon, and if the midpoint is the right place, and I think it might be, then I actually think I'm got a pretty nice structure going, but we shall see. Yeah. I also do want to acknowledge that it may look like I have a lot more makeup on than usual, and by that I mean I put on lipstick. That is solely because I was taking some pictures for my Instagram with my little proof. Yes, I think I am going to be showing you her at every opportunity I get, because I'm obsessed, and I'm just so happy. This is making me so freaking happy. I do need to proofread her, and I think there's like a scene I think I want to just revisit and make sure I'm 100% on it. I also know I have until October 10th to have it updated, and I'm really enjoying outlining. So she's taking a back seat, but just because I've just loved doing this, and I don't know if I've actually showed you guys yet. Here's a side-by-side of both of my books. There are the spines. um, they, I, I'm so thrilled. They look so pretty next to each other. Wrong way. Yeah. Um, yeah. So, yay for these, and I'm gonna go back to working on the outline of the hockey romance and just doing a really, really bare bones romancing the beat outline, and then start doing a little chapter by chapter. Because the other thing is, I'm not yet sure how many chapters this book is going to be, because it is dual POV, and I do think I want every time the point of view switches to be a new chapter. For me personally, I don't like when in like multiple POV books the point of view just kind of switches mid-chapter. I like that too, kind of, for it to be the entire chapter is the point of view, even if that means it's really short. So I may end up having a bunch of maybe a lot of chapters and a lot of really short chapters, and honestly that may actually be a good thing, because that may leave me feeling more accomplished with what I'm doing. But we will see. And I'm excited to see where this goes. Hopefully I can remember to give you guys an update when I finish my little romancing the beat outline. Just kind of check in and see where I'm at. And hopefully this is still fun. It should be fun. It's supposed to be fun. And I should know that if it's not being fun, if it stops being fun, it's time to stop. But no, I'm having fun. I've got my iced coffee that I made a couple hours ago. Still slowly sipping away at that, and I'm gonna get to work. Alright, so it has been a couple of days. The last time I updated you, I believe, was Saturday. It is now Monday night. It's about 5:30, and I just finished all that I'm going to do of my romancing the beat outline. I'm leaving off most of, well, all of Act 4. I've gotten up through kind of the third act, conflict, breakup. I'm not yet sure how I want that to resolve. I'm still trying to kind of figure out the characters, the relationship, and kind of how I think they're gonna kind of work together. So I think to really have a solid understanding of that, I need to start on my chapter by chapter outline. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on that, and you will see that next week. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, feel free to give the video a like, comment, let me know what you're working on, talk to me about writing, talk to me about books. Feel free to subscribe if you haven't already, and yeah, I will see you next week as I continue to outline my next book. Bye.